Hi, I'm Laura the Library Lady, and welcome to today's episode. Well, boys and girls, this is the first day of week 7 since we have been closed from school due to COVID-19. And this week I will be featuring nonfiction books. Girls and boys, do you know what nonfiction means? If you said stories that are true, then you are correct. So that's what we're going to be featuring this week. And I have this really fun book. It is titled Brush, Comb, Scrub, Inventions to Keep You Clean. Okay, it says wash your face and brush your teeth on the back. It is published by Harper Trophy. Thank you so much, Harper Trophy, and is recommended for children 5 to 8. And we're thankful to Vicki Cobb and our illustrator, Marilyn Hafner. So let's look in. Now, when I looked at this book, boys and girls, this book was first published in 1989, and it was republished in 1993. So what we're saying is nothing new, and this is especially true during our COVID-19 pandemic. So we have 4 pictures here. Can you look at those pictures and can you tell me what the people or the children are doing in these pictures? Let's read and see. That's our objective. How do we keep clean? Keeping clean. Wash your hands, brush your teeth, comb your hair, take a bath. Most people do these things at least once or twice a day. But what if we didn't? So this book is broken down into 4 parts. These are the 4 parts. So think of this as like a table of contents, but with pictures. So there's a question. That's another objective. At the bottom of the page, it says, what if we didn't? What would happen? So let's take a look. What do you think will happen, boys and girls? Dirt and sweat would collect on the skin. We would start to smell bad. Hey, you. Is that you? We would get sores on our skin. Our hair would get matted and tangled. Our teeth would fall out. People who don't keep themselves clean get sick much more easily than people who do not. So see this picture here? So one of the things they've been talking about a lot, boys and girls, to prevent COVID-19 is to wash your hands with soap and warm water for at least 20 seconds. That is so important. And this is way back in the 80s, so it's nothing new. So on this page, it says, today it's easy to keep yourself clean. This picture shows what, boys and girls? Soap and water. What does this show us? Toothpaste. And what does this one say? A comb and brush. So it says, today it's easy to keep yourself clean. Soap and water, toothpaste and toothbrush, comb and brush, all are handy. This is how they work. We have a little person there with a dialogue bubble. So we're not going to go through all of this. We're going to talk about the beginning. You know, one of the best things anyone can have is running water that's clean. It could be hot or cold because that's a big component of keeping clean, having clean water. So it says here, want to wash your hands? Go turn on the faucet. Out comes clean water. Dirty water disappears down the drain. Today, about half of the people in the world have hot and cold water running in their homes. The pipes that bring clean water to your house and carry away wastewater are called plumbing. So a lot of times we don't see plumbing in our homes, boys and girls, but if you ask your mother and father's permission and open up the cabinet under the kitchen sink, you'll see the pipes. But don't do it without permission, boys and girls. There are many places in the world where there is no plumbing. People have to carry in pails of water from a well or river or stream to take a bath. They have to heat the water on a fire. They may pour the water into a tub. A family may take turns using the same bath water. So here we have a family who has to do that. And I once stayed in a home in Puerto Rico where they had to heat the water on the outside. And I had to take a big bucket and wash myself. It was very interesting. And we had to brush our teeth outside with the chickens. It was very different, but people were very kind. If you live in a city or town, your water may come from a river or lake. It goes through huge pipes to a special plant that makes it clean before it's piped into homes. If you live in the country, your water probably comes from a well. A well is a deep hole in the ground that reaches pure, clean underground water. So we have a city, and I would like to thank all of those who work in utilities and public works in our cities and towns, our unsung, unrecognized heroes that are keeping us going during COVID-19. I dedicate this to you. So boys and girls, there are people who work in these plants to make sure that the water we get in our homes is clean. And then this picture talks about people who live in the country and they have a well. So have you learned the water cycle? I used to teach the water. So if you don't know about the water cycle, look that up online with your parents' help. Because all water is recyclable. Okay. Here's how modern plumbing works. A pipe carrying clean water comes into your house from your water supply. Some of the clean water goes into a heating tank called a hot water heater. Both hot and cold water travel through pipes to sinks, showers, tubs, toilets, and washing machines. Machines called pumps push water through pipes. Clean water pushes against closed faucets. The push of the water is called water pressure. When you turn on a faucet, pumps make the water push out. So look at these pictures very carefully, boys and girls. So all of that's going on behind the scenes in your home. Whether you live in a house, an apartment, but people without plumbing used to have to use an outhouse, and they used to have to use a well. And sometimes when you go to a park, you have to use a porta-john. Doesn't smell very good if it's been used a lot. So that's what is so important about having water and plumbing. We'll just read two more. We'll read a few more pages, two more. Wastewater goes down into a different set of pipes called drain pipes. All the drain pipes empty into one large drain pipe, which leaves your house and carries wastewater into a sewer or septic tank. Modern plumbing is set up so that clean water won't get mixed up with wastewater. So under the ground where you live, there are all kind of pipes. And I know here in Maryland and the DMV, sometimes the pipes burst and there's water everywhere and there's no pressure. But all that's going on. So if you're out there and your parents want to plant a tree, they always have to check with the utility companies. You just can't dig. You may hit a pipe or electrical lines. Now, what goes with water? Soap. And this will be the last thing we talk about today, because we want to make sure during COVID-19 you are washing your hands for 20 seconds using soap and warm water. So let's look at this page. It says soap. Water alone won't get you very clean. To wash yourself, you really need to use soap. Here's why. Skin has oil in it. Dirt often has grease in it. Water doesn't mix well with oil or grease, but soap mixes with both. When you lather up your skin, the soap mixes with the oil and grease. The dirt and oil are lifted from the skin. Then rinse water washes everything away. So you see here all three steps. So water alone cannot get you clean because water and grease and oil don't mix. It's that soap, that change agent mixed with the water that gets all that dirt and grease off your skin, but you need the water to rinse it off. So so this book has more information in it. It talks about how we clean, how we make soap, how we wash our clothes. It goes on to about how to comb our hair and the different things. Look at these different types of combs people use to comb their hair and wear things in their hair, and how important it is to comb your hair and wash your hair, and how many different hairstyles there are. Then it talks about brushing your teeth every day. So this is a wonderful book. And not only brushing your teeth, but flossing. So this is a wonderful book, and I advise you to read it. And the good thing is, because it is a nonfiction book, it has true facts. And true facts can be just as much fun and just as interesting as our fiction books, books that are make believe. So, boys and girls, we want to thank Harper Trophy for this wonderful book because everything they have in it we have to do during COVID-19. So please make sure you take care of yourself. All right, I will see you tomorrow. Thank you, boys and girls.